Hello friends, welcome back to Pokemon News. Today we're going to be going over the latest Mightiest Mark raid, which will be Hisuian Samurott, and a nice little update on the Indigo Disc DLC. The next Mightiest Mark raid is going to be Hisuian Samurott, just like I predicted. It's going to be a 7-star raid with the Water Terra type, just like the other Hisuian starters who got their original primary typing as their Terra type. Samurott's no different. It's going to be available November 24th through the 26th, and of course, again, the following weekend, December 1st through 3rd. Hisuian Samurott is going to be hard to beat. It's a strong Pokemon to begin with, and it's going to be having a lot of things going with it. It's got the hidden ability Sharpness, which boosts all of its slicing moves, so that means it's most likely going to be having slicing moves as its attacks. It has Ceaseless Edge, which is a dark-type move, Aqua Cutter or Razor Shell, which is water, which will be boosted by its Terra type, Air Slash, which is a flying-type move, Sacred Sword, and X-Scissor. So all those moves, very possible. Definitely going to have the water move, definitely going to have Ceaseless Edge. What those other moves are going to be, not entirely sure, but a high chance that it's going to be one of those slashing moves. There is a possibility it'll also run a move like Drill Run, which it can learn, because that would be effective against electric types. Most likely going to have Swords Dance and probably Rain Dance as well. Those are possible boost moves. Swords Dance to raise its attack, Rain Dance to boost its water attack damage, since it's going to be a water Terra type. So all those things are a possibility with this Samurott. So let's look at a couple different builds for Samurott. The first one is a Rotom Wash with Levitate. You're going to want to max out its hit points and special attack, and then put the rest into defense. Modest Nature. Give it a Shell Bell for healing, and make sure its Terra type is electric. Moves, you're going to want to have Nasty Plot to raise your special attack, Thunderbolt for damage, Reflect to help defend against Samurott's attacks, and then Sunny Day to weaken Samurott's attack power and to stop its rain if it does bring Rain Dance. So all solid moves there for Rotom Wash. A second option could be Belly Bolt with Electrophoresis. Same EV build. Its item could be Big Root, which would be an interesting move to use, because if it uses a water move on you, that's going to heal it. Acid Spray is going to lower Samurott's special defense. Parabolic Charge is going to do damage and heal you. Reflect for defense, and then Chilling Water can also lower its attack. So very solid build here for Belly Bolt as well. You can do a similar thing with Miraidon if you play Pokemon Violet. Obviously the moves will be a little bit different, but very similar build possible with Miraidon as well. So what's next after this? Well, after Hisuian Samurott, all the starters that were available in the transfer list will have been exhausted, but the second DLC is coming out soon, and with that is the rest of the starters that were not released. So the next raid event will coincide probably with this launch. It probably won't be a Mightiest Mark raid, and then after that, you're going to see starters to appear in these raids, probably just from the beginning. They're going to go Bulbasaur Squirtle, they'll go to Johto, they'll do Totodile, Chikorita. They're just going to go through until they run out of starters. That's my prediction, at least. One last thing to go with Indigo Disc. There is a little bit of news, nothing too major, but Sarah B, the guy who runs SarahB.net, he got to go hands-on with the new DLC, and he had a few key notes from his experience. This is basically a summary of his video. You should definitely go see it. It's on YouTube. You can find it on SarahB.net. But these are the main points that I took away from the video. One, the terrarium is bigger than Kitakami, but smaller than Paldea. So we're going to get a larger area to explore in this second wave of DLC, which is pretty exciting. Kitakami was big, but it wasn't too big. You know what I mean? It just didn't seem as awesome. Two, most of the battles are going to be double battles in the Blueberry Academy, and this is due to the focus on battling. This DLC in particular is focusing on competitive battling, not just battling, but like things that are good for competitive. If you remember back to Sword and Shield, the Crown Tundra DLC added a lot of like moves and utilities to the game that made it easier to get ready for competitive battling. This one is doing the same. You're going to be able to get more Terra Shards in this DLC. You're going to be able to practice more easily. There's going to be lots of different things you're going to be able to do. So it's more battle oriented. The Elite Four is hard. They use competitive stats and strategies. They use items. The battles are going to be difficult, and that is by design. And then, of course, he did say that there are some nice nods to Innova in the details, so like the music and different things like that. They definitely mixed in a lot of the Innova themes because Blueberry Academy is in the Innova region. And of course, you know, Black and White remake confirmed. So looking forward to that as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Pokemon News, and we're excited to bring you more when we know more. Until then, keep going, trainers. We'll see you soon.